What's going on, everybody? In this video today, we're going to be going over my start to finish journey on $0 to $25 million online. And this is going to be something that is very actionable for all of you that are just starting out, whether you're anywhere from 0 to 10K a month, and how to then go out and scale from there. So starting out, we have where most of you probably are right now and where I was for pretty much like 3 years, which is where I'm going to say is stage one. This is some type of an offer that you have that is very basic, right? You're selling Facebook ads, YouTube, you're trying to sell one specific offer. And this, to be quite honest, got us to about 10K a month. It's not a lot, but it absolutely can pay the bills. And we were stuck at this point in time. I think we got up to about 30K. And what really took us from 30K to stage two, which again is one of those things that just takes time, you really understand the market, is what I'm going to call a purple ocean offer. A purple ocean offer is something that isn't just a generic offer. It's more systematized, it's more unique, nobody can copy you. So over here, again, we're selling Facebook ads. That's what we're selling to people. Over here, we're selling a growth system. So Facebook ads end up being a part of that system, but we're selling the big picture. We're not just selling the growth system. Part of that is ads. Part of that is going to be the actual system to take the leads that we're generating for people to actual appointments. You have some AI that's involved. And now you're selling this system to individuals. That's what's really allowing you to scale, is because you have a system that you're selling people that's getting them an extremely good outcome for individuals. And this, to be quite honest with you, is what took us to 500K a month, right? This allowed us to scale just absolutely ridiculously by, instead of selling just straight up Facebook ads and transitioning into more of a purple ocean offer, selling more of a growth system. That's what allowed us to scale, because with this, I'm now able to go and hire sales reps. I'm able to go and absolutely automate the shit out of our fulfillment. And we can now sign up with this. We had about 8 reps that were selling every single day. And over on the fulfillment side, we had about 12 individuals that were fulfilling. This combined allowed us to sign up on average, which I know this sounds pretty crazy, anywhere from 8 to 12 signups every single day. Okay, that's clients that are coming in the door every single day. And that's obviously what helped us get to that 500K a month. But at that point in time, we're like, okay, this is great. Now, how do we scale from here? So now we have stage 3, which is scaling. And there's a couple different ways that we ended up scaling. 2 specifically. So the first was that we added in a SaaS product. So we were already giving people this system right here, which was Go High Level, but we ended up making it separate and making it its own SaaS product that created reoccurring revenue for us. That added about anywhere from 50 to 100K a month, just on top of the money that we were bringing in. And it became a very good base for the business. You then also have what I'm going to call horizontal scaling. So I'm going to say HS. And what that basically means is, now that we had this winning offer, we knew exactly what works. We went out there and we did this in multiple different industries. So we were in one specific niche right here. So now we had niche 1, and this is its own separate company. We have niche 2, and then we have niche 3. And every single one of these were its own business, and each one of these had its own sales team. So it had its own sales team on each of these. But the nice part is they were all going into the same fulfillment. They were also running into our SaaS. So now we have 3 different companies that all have unique sales teams, because they need to only sell one product to one person. But our fulfillment team is exactly the same, and this is what's allowed us to scale to our biggest month to date, which is again $1 million a month. And that's how we were able to scale. Now, from this standpoint, there were a lot of decisions that were made that were right and wrong. Markets changed, but at this point in time, Stage 4, which is where we're at to this day, is very simply just rinse and repeat. So I'm going to call this R&R, because now at this point in time over here, we had 3 different industries. Since that point in time, we've now added an additional 4 different legs. So this is 4, 5, 6, and 7, with our SaaS company being number 8. And that's how we ended up scaling to multiple different businesses to 7 and 8 figures. It's very simply having that one offer that turned into a Purple Ocean offer. Let me change this up right here. And once we had that, we had an offer that was dialed in. We knew what we were doing. We were selling a growth system. Again, we weren't selling ads. And that allowed us to then go out and scale and just very simply rinse and repeat and do exactly what we did 6 other times after this specific business. And what we found, what was really nice, is that by having different businesses like this, you now create financial security, because if, let's just say, business number 4 fails, you still have 5, 6, and 7. And that is what happened because we had a big real estate presence. There were changes in the real estate market that unfortunately happened. So we had a couple different branches that would start to become unprofitable, but we were able to then again, ride out with business 3, business 6, and business 7. And then again, with the back end SaaS, really kind of combining everything together. Now you have a business that is financially secure. It's not just one business that is scaled to the moon. You have stability through the diversification of different industries and niches. So that is exactly what we did to scale to $25 million. Again, you start off with an offer. We then put a Purple Ocean spin on it, selling more of a growth system. And then just figuring out what worked for a specific industry and then scaling it since then. So that is for those of you individuals that are looking to actually scale. This is very simply the blueprint that you need to follow to scale to $25 million plus and beyond.